PIW for Tuesday, the 12th of December. Today, we are going to be taking you through learn how to demo Webex calling for Microsoft Teams. I'm very happy to be joined by my wonderful colleagues, Sarah Matthias, Bara, and Philip Walters, who are all going to take us through today's session. And we have the backend support team as well. If I could just have the presenter role, got it, thank you. So just to give you guys a quick reminder that we deliver these sessions to 3 different topic personas. So we have the go-to-market, news, and updates, which is the regular updates on what we're doing, just to keep you guys aware of how we're developing things on a monthly basis, as with all things in Webex Suite. We also have the sales updates that are targeting the sales and pre-sales personas of an organization. And finally, but by no means least, the technical updates designed to appeal to more of the technical personas in your organization. Also to call out, the content and recording all get uploaded to Sales Connect post the event. So we have the the shortened URL cs.co/EMEA partner enablement -collaboration, where you can click through and you'll see all the content and recording of any sessions that we've done. That includes the CSTs, that includes the PVTs that we deliver, along with all the other workshops and wonderful PIWs on a monthly basis too. And I can see that my wonderful colleague Daria has posted that link in the chat window. So if you want to grab it, it is there available for you to click through from the chat window. In terms of the month of December, we are nearing the end of our calendar year deliveries for you guys. So we are on today, the demoing Webex calling for Microsoft Teams. Tomorrow we have our inaugural partner devices mini-series, just to whet your appetites before we continue into January. And of course, on Thursday, we have a double header for you. So we have Webex calling platform extension, including Yarn Labs, as well as part of our ecosystem partners there. Likewise, tomorrow we also have Webex video interop with Microsoft Teams, delivered by our TME organization. Not to forget that earlier we delivered the 43.12 update, along with the the WhatsApping customer experience and contact center early this month, and we also kicked off our calling clinics too. So loads of great content depending on what your interests are, and hopefully that's ticking all the right boxes for you guys as partners to stay well ahead of the curve. If you would like to join us in any of these spaces, of course, these are the QR codes. So you can grab your mobile phone now, scan any of those QR codes, and be added into those spaces where we, of course, publicize all the events that we're doing, along with any updates that we can publish that might happen throughout the month, new devices, new software updates, etc. All get pushed into these spaces as well. And hopefully I've been waffling on for long enough that you could have grabbed your phone and scanned those QR codes by now. But if not, once again, my wonderful colleague Daria has put the links into the chat space. Click the link and you will be added into that space as well. We also have on the Webex events platform the Collab monthly news list, and we've updated that for December. So again, if you want to be added, the link will be in the chat window very, very shortly. And you'll be able to see any relevant documentation, news updates that we post into there as well. And you'll have links to all the relevant information for that month in there. We have also launched, and these have been incredibly successful and incredibly popular, what's called the Cisco Collaboration Simple Selling Kit. So a really great way for you guys to find, organize, and have all the right sales messages for all of the content that you need, really nicely organized on Sales Connect. So that link will also be in the chat window. The chat window has become a vast array of very, very useful links for you guys to grab. And the Simple Sales Kits is the latest addition in that arsenal for you. Today's speaker, as I said, Sarah Matthias, who is going to take us through our Webex interop piece with Microsoft Teams from a calling perspective. If you have any questions, we are using Slido, so please pop your questions into Slido for the day, which should be open, if not opening, very, very shortly. And so you will be able to then chuck your questions into there and we will respond in line. You have a wonderful bunch of panelists in myself, Julian, Bara, and Phil Walters, who has also delivered the demo. And of course, we will also put those questions to Sarah if we want to ask them live as well. With that, I'm going to hand over to Sarah, who's going to stop looking really nervous and run through this demo and come off mute before we go. Sarah, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. Okay, right. I'm going to introduce myself, first of all. David already did a short introduction. I am Sarah Macias. I am a technical solutions architect within collaboration. I'm now part of the central collaboration team focused still in interoperability. And I do a lot of compete as well, but overall my colleague Vara, which I appreciate that she is with us today, is doing all the compete stuff. And she's also focused on this tool I'm going to demo today, overall in how we compete with others, like for example with Green Central. Vara is going to be taking questions and answers from Slido. And with us, we also have Philip. We have invited Philip. Thank you for joining last minute. He's the creator of the demos in Demo Toolbox. So if something goes well, we need to thanks to him. If something doesn't go well, we need to be patient because he's doing a great job in doing the best possible. All right, so with this, I'm going to start with a short introduction. I believe you all know the tool, but I want to highlight what I'm going to do today, okay? First, I'm going to be presenting what the Webex calling for Microsoft Teams is, and then I'm going to be presenting on how to demo this using Demo Toolbox. That's why Philip is here with us. So first of all, this is just a way of making use of your call control. Could be CUCM, could be Webex calling, could be Webex calling dedicated instance for those customers using Microsoft Teams as their primary app. The thing we are doing is just click to call and it will cross-launch the Webex app, only seeing the window for the calling piece. We have some news I would like to share with you in a minute, but basically this is what you have seen. You can be paired with phones. You don't have any compromise on calling features. So if you know about direct routing, for example, or just the interworking between CUCM and Microsoft Teams phone system, that requires a lot of configuration and you don't have all the calling features with this tool, you won't have those issues. So here you don't need to configure any dial plan, nothing. Your call control will be the same. The only thing you need to do would be making Microsoft Teams understand there is that call control. It's just a link between Microsoft Teams and the Webex app. Okay. Of course, with this is free, so you don't need to pay anything extra to use this tool, to use Webex calling for Microsoft Teams. About the name, Webex calling for Microsoft Teams doesn't mean we are only supporting Webex calling. We are supporting also, as I said, CUCM or dedicated instance for Webex calling. Let me take my laser point here. Okay. The thing with the direct routing versus this solution, we recommend this because this is what we are investing the most, but also because you don't need to configure anything super hard. You don't need to pay double licensing. So that's why this is the recommended solution. And because we are investing in making this better and better with the time. Okay. The features we support today would be the dial pad, speed dials, you know about that. Contact search. Contact search would be for Azure and for Outlook contacts, okay? We don't have contact search today for Active Directory, for example, from CUCM, but what you can do is making Azure Azure aware of your Active Directory, for example. You can link that, and in that way you will be searching on Azure on the dial pad here. Sorry, on the search panel here. And on the other hand, you also have the status, something new here, status of forwarding calls or not. If you are forwarding them to voicemail, you will see this here. You have access to call settings, to voicemail, recent calls, and from here you can call users, you can see the call history. if you happen to be using CUCM, these are the requirements. Now with the new version, with the 15, of course, we will be supporting the version 15 of CUCM, and we are announcing an end of sales for version 12.5. I don't remember when exactly, but you know how this works. The idea is that you go with the latest version, but in case you have your customers have version 11 or prior to 11, the integration won't work, okay? The features we have, you have all summarized here. Something I would like to highlight is, for example, that you can hide the Webex app. So even if you are cross-launching the Webex app, the customer, the end user, will never see it. The only thing they will see is that they have a window there, a window with a calling window where they can interact. We have some new features. For example, we made GA, so global availability for bidirectional presence status, which means now either Microsoft or Webex both are aware of what is happening on the other side. If you are on a call, if you are in a meeting, you will know about that. You can use the new multi-call window, which is a new window I will be showing in a minute, which is making the life much easier for those who are using call queues, for example, or if you are using the multi-line, if you have, for example, multiple calls happening at the same time, all of that will be possible with the multi-call window. This is available now on mobile. I will be demonstrating the mobile app as well. The call forwarding status, as I said, that's something new. This is the experience when you call from a chat, okay? You saw that the experience calling from the left panel. You have the Webex calling app there. You can click there and you will see the landing page I showed before. And also from the chat, you can use the call button and you can call the number specific for those users. Carlos, I see your question. I'm pretty sure Bara is answering. Jabber is not supported anymore for this integration. Okay, we are supporting the Webex app only. We have the same features, so we have feature parity and even more features for Webex app than for Microsoft, than for Jabber. Of course, also than for Microsoft Teams, but I mean from Jabber. And the CVI licenses are not related to this. We are not joining meetings. We are making calls, okay? Sorry, I'm looking at the Q&A because I have that on my right, but I believe these questions are being answered by all of you. So I'll carry on. This is the calling window you will see. You can have an audio or video call. You can remove the noise of yourself. You can have access to mid-call controls, same mid-call controls you have configured on your calling platform. So if you have the access to do conference, hold, transfer, whatever, you have that accessible from here. And also you have the remote caller noise removal, which means you can remove the noise of the person you are talking to. This is a feature for the Webex app that is not supported, for example, on Jabber. So those are things we're adding. And when you use this integration, if you were using Microsoft Teams, you wouldn't be able to do that. So that's something you can do when you use this integration. You can remove the noise of the person you are talking to. And the other thing would be, okay, I'm trying to pass the slide. Okay, the call settings. Okay, if you click on call settings, you will see the call settings for Webex calling, or you will be opening the call settings for CUCM in the UCM user page. Okay, so this is opening the call settings on the Webex app, and there you can click on advanced call settings, and that will be opening the call settings on either Webex calling or CUCM. The multi-call window. Okay, I'm going to stop here for a minute because this is new, and actually there are more features that are not appearing here that I just found out yesterday. They came GA. So we are evolving quite a lot with this integration, launching new features every month, several features, I would say every week. So this is a window that we can open, and we can have it open all the time, or just we can keep it in front of the Microsoft Teams. Would be like a companion app. And with this, what we can do is managing all our calls. For example, we have managing of the call queues. If the user is signed into a queue, they can sign in or sign out from the multi-call window. Also, you can search to dial, of course. You have the visibility of all your lines within the within the multi-call window, and also the watch list, which is something that you can make it visible for those users you are monitoring. So on Control Hub, you can decide if you want to monitor the presence status of some users. And if you have that, for example, I'm monitoring here Darren, Umar, and I can see the presence status for them, so that I have easier access to know if they are available, if I can call them, or if I can message them. And remember, the presence is bi-directional. So if they are presenting on a meeting on Microsoft Teams, this status is taken from Webex, from the Webex app. The status for Umar will be presenting still. So this is very, very powerful. Also, you have the dial pad, and this is something very good. It's in beta today, half of it. So you have the notifications of recent calls and voicemail. Okay, this is a way of knowing if the user had a missed call, a voicemail there. And something that is coming, that is in beta today, is if you click here, if you click on the call call history, it will take you to Microsoft Teams, where call history is. So this is a good way of mixing the multi-call window with what is happening on Microsoft Teams. Okay, when I say it's taking you to Microsoft Teams, to the recent calls, will be the recent calls on the Webex integration. Okay, not the recent calls on the calls taken on Microsoft Teams. I don't know if this is clear. I'm going to repeat this. On Microsoft Teams, you can make calls as well. You can have meetings. You can have the phone icon there where it's taking you to Microsoft Teams phone system. You have it. Those are separated from the recent calls. So the call history for the Webex integration for Microsoft Teams. So if you click here, it will take you to those recent calls happening with the integration. Okay. Same thing with the voicemail. The multiple call handling, that's very powerful as well, because where you are in a call, you can be receiving another call, you can resume the call, you can merge them, you can do whatever you need. And within the same call, you can manage the active call by clicking on transfer, on the same thing you saw before, right? But just very compressed. This is something you would have with audio calls. If you want to escalate to a video call, you will see the other window I showed you before. And this is optional. That means your users can enable the multi-call window or disable it as you wish. It's for those users who want to have more control on their calls. I have this slide as roadmap only, but that's where I found out that some of the features are actually available today. So what I'm going to explain now is the roadmap, okay? Multi-call window can be enabled. We will be able to enable it or disable it from Microsoft Teams directly, okay? So if you want to enable that or disable, that will be super easy. And furthermore, you will have a toggle, that a docking feature. I don't know how to call it. A docking feature, you can click there, and if you click there, it will be open in the multi-call window, or it would be minimizing it. This is something that is coming within the next month, and that's gonna make the life easier, because sometimes you just don't want to have something open here all the time. You want to be able to enable that or disable that, or even minimizing it. It's a companion app. Everything you want to do within the Microsoft Teams tool, some things you cannot do just because there are not APIs available. So the way we did it is, okay, let's open a small window with all the features we need, and let's use it as a companion app. So here we will have the same multi-call window, but we have other new features. We will have, for example, visibility of the line we are working on. So if you click actually here on Austin Jones, this will open a drop-down menu. You will see that in the demo, and you will be able to change from one line to the other. What is coming, that's available today. What is coming new is this L1, which is telling you you are in line 1, okay, just visibility. And something that is available today, I found that out, is that you can connect to a device directly from here. So if you are making a call using an MPP phone, for example, you have a phone, you can pair that phone with the Webex app, and you can decide that if you want to pair it or not from here directly. And the call settings button, that's also GA, that wasn't available last month. So here you have access to the call settings directly from the multi-call window. Bidirectional presence sync, just to let you know what we are doing. All the status on Webex app will be transferred to Microsoft Teams, and almost all the status from Microsoft Teams will be transferred to Webex app. Let me highlight something here. When you are in a meeting on Webex, on Microsoft Teams, you will appear as in a call. Because on Microsoft Teams, when you are in a meeting, in a Microsoft Teams meeting, the status is in a call. It's not in a meeting. When Microsoft says, I'm in a meeting, it's actually that you have been scheduled for something, but you are not inside the meeting. Just your calendar is blocked. That's why we cannot make in a meeting to in a call. So in a call from Microsoft is on a call on Webex, okay? And if you are in a meeting, in Microsoft Teams meetings, the status for Microsoft will be in a call. So when you are in a meeting on Microsoft Teams, you will be on a call on Webex, okay? So this is how it works. If you will have the presence status here. I mean, you are on a call here, you see that on Webex with this small window, and the presence status will be in a call, and you will see that on the chat and here. Something that will be coming will be in the landing page you saw before, where all the call history and so on, there you don't have presence status today. That's coming, okay? That's what is planned for Q1 for calendar year, for the next 3 months, basically. Mobile experience. This is something that was there, we removed it, we added it again. What is new is that now it's available as a different app for Microsoft Teams. So before you could only do that from the chat, and now we can also do it from the main apps within Microsoft Teams. The only thing is that, and this is why it's been delayed so much, is because from here, you cannot do search because of the API's restriction. Remember, we are playing here with what Microsoft Teams is allowing us to play. So if we want to we want to see the call history, voicemail, or contacts, if you want to search, you would have to open Webex, okay? For the rest, you can just dial any number, and that would be using Webex calling or CUCM, your call control there. And from the chat, we have actually changed that a bit. So before you could open the chat, I mean, you can open the icon, and the UX was a bit different. So the user experience was not what you are seeing here. So this is new, and this will be cross-launching to Webex. Very simple. I think it's very easy to understand. Okay, now we're going to move into how to demo this. Why am I doing this?
Sarah, sorry, just
yes?
quick. Before you move into demos, I think there's a couple of questions that are worth calling out. So
sure.
One was on the present status synchronization. If we're using Cisco phones, does that still get replicated through?
Yes, but you need to have the application installed. That's a very good question. Today, we are not using presence through the Webex calling only. So you need to have this integration to let Microsoft know that you are linked to provide them with the presence status. This means I have a phone here. I can pair the phone with my Webex calling app, with my Webex app. And if I don't have the, where is that? Sorry, I'm gonna go back a second. If I don't have this installed, there is no way for Microsoft to know that I'm linked with that phone, because I'm not linked with Webex. I need to install this to tell Microsoft, hey, please sign in into Webex, and you will see that experience. And then the presence status will be synced between the phone and Microsoft Teams. However, we are looking into ways of not needing the installation of the tool. That's not coming in the short time period, but that's something we are exploring. When I say we, it's Cisco, not me as a person, so please don't blame me if this doesn't come shortly. But the thing is, the idea would be maybe, okay, looking at the directory to know that that user is in both Microsoft Teams and Webex to be able to synchronize the presence. But somehow we need a link. That link today is installing the application. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, and just to call out as well, you have we had another question: does this work for on-premise? And of course, the answer is yes. And you have the requirements in the bottom right-hand corner there as well. So just worth calling that piece out. I'll just open up. Anybody else see any other questions that we should call out quickly? We had an ask for the time frame for the multi-window on Mac, but I know you said it's roadmap.
Oh yeah.
So we'll leave that one there for the time being. Sorry,
yes,
Brian.
I'll touch on that. Yeah. I'm gonna close here the slider because it's distracted me a lot. I have that on the desk Pro, and I just want to answer all the questions there. So thank you for your work. Thank you, David, for summarizing this. Okay, why am I doing this this session of how to demo this? As I said, this is there are two reasons. This tool needs to be sold, not sold because it is free, but needs to be promoted to all the customers possible that are using Microsoft Teams and one of our call controls. And believe it or not, it's not straightforward to demo this. Many customers don't even know if they have more features. So maybe they think, oh, they can click to call, but they might not know there is that multi-call window. There are a lot of features they are not aware of. So that's why I think it's good to let you know how we can demo this in the best way possible. The other reason I'm doing this is because my dear colleague Philip created for us a new demo that includes all those features: the multi-call window, the multi-line call queues, watch list that I showed as new. If you go now to Demo Toolbox, which is based on the cloud, you won't find this demo I'm showing today, okay? But it's coming, so I don't know if we have a time frame for that, but I believe it's just a matter of testing it. I can give you the okay now, Philip, it works well, so Philip can make that available for everyone. Remember, you as partners have access to this. However, if you prefer to show the environment with your, to show the tool with your own environment, you can also do that. Just make sure you configure the right things. Okay, prerequisites to demo this would be access to Demo Toolbox. You need at least 2 characters created, because those are the characters you need to use for the demo. It's recommended that you have a Windows machine, because today multi-call window only works on Windows, okay? We are working on Mac, and I know that's a work in progress today. If you have a Mac, you can use the workstations provided. Okay, so when you set up the demo, it will ask you if you want to add workstations, and those workstations will be based on Windows. You can also recommend that use another device, for example, a phone or a tablet, to have that second user, or you can use the workstations for that second user to simulate the call. And then the US phone number to call to, or any phone number to call from. What's this? Okay, this demo is based on US numbers. And if you want to make a call from the tool to from the user in the demo to any phone number to make a PSTN call, it won't allow you to make a call to any number, just a US number, okay? Still, for the call history, it will be okay because it will show you have tried to make a call, but it's better if you have an actual phone number. And you can tell me, yeah, sure, Sarah, we're in EMEA. We don't have US phone numbers here. That's why there is this number here, which is free, and you can make a call from Microsoft Teams for the integration to this phone. This is one of those phones that say, hey, welcome to Cisco. So that's a way you can make PSTN calls, okay? And you can simulate a call. If you want to make a call from your phone to your number on the demo, you can also do that. Just hang up quickly. You don't want to be charged, but that's an option. An optional as well, MPP phones. Okay, you have an option of, if you have a phone with you, you can set the phone to work with the demo, okay? This is quite recommended. Honestly, I don't do this often because I have already a phone that is configured for something else. But now that we have the connect to device within the multi-call window, I think it's powerful, would be powerful to do the MPP phones part. Okay, the demo we are gonna use would be the Webex integration for Microsoft Teams with Webex calling. If you have a look at the right, this is the one I'm using today. but the features here will be coming to this one, okay? I don't know, Philip, you can talk. We need to decide this, but I guess we will be passing all the features from this demo to this one. We won't keep both, right?
Once we've QA'd this and uploaded the new video you're going to provide later today, this demo, the V2 will replace the V1 and should be made available within the next week, I would think.
Okay, great. Yes, and it's actually on me, thank you, that I need to provide Philip with a video on how to demo this. So yeah, I will do that quickly. Thank you, Philip. Okay, to start the demo, when you start it, you will see that there are new features, the multi-call window, watch list, multi-line and call queue, and here you can just hit to start the demo. So I'm gonna do that, okay? I'm gonna go to my demo toolbox. I have here a demo started already, okay? I'm gonna use it later, but first I'm gonna search here for Microsoft. And we have the UCM calling, so on-prem. We have the competitive comparison, which is very good demo as well. Webex calling, blah, blah, blah. And here is what I want to use, the version 2. It's only available for me and for Philip today. So don't try to look for this one, okay? But we will make it available for everyone. Remember, without the V2. So these features will come to the other demo. I'm going to start the demo. It's going to be external. And I'm gonna select my characters. In this case would be Kiara and Ashley. I don't need an MPP phone, but if I happen to have an MPP phone, I can select the one I have next to me. I don't need another MPP phone. And virtual workstations, I'm gonna select 3 virtual workstations. The more the merrier. And then for how long I want this, okay, this is something important. We don't want to overload demo toolbox. We don't want to put 3 days, but if you have a demo today that is going to be, you have a demo tomorrow and you want to practice today, you can just do this for 2 hours and the same config you did will remain for tomorrow. So tomorrow you can spin the demo again for another 2 hours when you have it. If you prefer to have it ready, as for example, today, I wanted to have it ready. I didn't want to spin up again. You can put 2 days or 24 hours. So I'm gonna start this. This is doing some things in the backend, okay? Actually, you can see here something important. You can share this with some of your colleagues. So I can put here, I can share it with Bara, for example. And in this way, Bara will have access to the same demo with the same characters. So I can actually create a demo on behalf of a colleague of mine. Let's say I'm working with someone who is not that experienced in creating demos on Demo Toolbox. Say, okay, don't worry, I'll set it up for you, and then you can use it later, okay? For the time being, I'm gonna use this one that I have created already with all the users. You can see here what is happening on the other demo, but so far, what I'm gonna do is using the first one. Later, I will be using the second one. So for this demo, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a Windows machine to show the multi-call window. I'm gonna use my mobile phone with Webex and Microsoft Teams installed, and I'm gonna use a US number to call to. Also, I can use this number. Okay. So this is the setup for the demo I'm gonna do now. To show you what I can see in the demo, this is not for the one I just created. This is the one I have created already. Okay. So you have the character 1. In my case, is myself, Sarah. And you have also the lines 1 and 2, because we have multi-line for that character. The multi-line is actually virtual lines. Okay, it's a virtual line created for this character. Then you have also call queue DDI number, which is called here auto attendant DDI number. This is because my character Sarah has been assigned to a queue, or a queue has been assigned to Sarah. And that's the number you would have to call in order to see the call coming from the call queue. You also have a character 2, which is a secondary character. This can be used in a phone, in my case, on my second device, or if you are using the workstations on the workstation 2. Okay. And then you have a third character. We are thinking if we are going to keep it or not. This character, the only thing that is providing would be read-only access to Webex Control Hub. Maybe this character will merge with this one, and we will give Webex Control Hub access to the character 1. Not decided yet. As you have seen, I have only selected 2 characters for the demo, and I have 3. So this one is auto-created. Actually, it has my same profile picture. So this character here is not something you need to care about in terms of I need to create 3. You just need 2, and the demo will auto-create the third one for you. If you happen to have an MPP phone, here you would find the access code for that phone. You would have to reset it and to log in, not to register that on Webex calling. Okay, so prepare your demo. First thing you need to do would be logging in the apps. I'm gonna do this live, okay? Just I'm showing you. This is something you will have for you, and then we can do this together. Logging in the apps on Microsoft Teams and Webex app. Remember, we need to have 2 apps running at the same time, Microsoft Teams and Webex app. And within Microsoft Teams, you will have to log in within the integration, okay? Once you have logged into the integration, you need to log in on Webex calling there. I know we are talking about 4 logins here. This is something we are improving. I don't know when exactly, but this is something the product team is looking into fix, okay? But today, this is needed the first time. Don't worry, because if you log in now and you sign out, you sign in 2 hours or tomorrow, you won't have to sign in again, to log in again those 4 times. It will remember you, okay? App settings. You need to tweak some things here. On Microsoft Teams, something you can do is pin in the Webex calling app on the apps panel and in the chat with character 2. Okay. If you don't do that, you would have to click on the 3 dots and look for the app every time you need to make a call. So it's better if you have it pinned. On Webex app, you would need to enable multi-call window. This is normally done by default, I think, but in case it's not, just do it. Okay, just enable multi-call window. Disable mute notifications on their call pickup and calling notification setting. You are not going to remember this. No worries, because I will show you, okay, what this is about. This is to show the watch list. You don't want to have the notifications muted for call pickup, because if you have it, you won't see the presence status of other users. So this is just a setting you need to do. Set the theme to I don't know how to say that, to light. Okay, this is just optional, but it's nicer. If you have a Webex calling, or sorry, the Webex app in black and Microsoft Teams in white, it doesn't look good. So it's better if you have both in the same color, but totally optional. It won't break the integration. And ensure the Webex app is not paired with a video device. If the Webex app is paired with a video device and you try to make calls and your video device cannot make calls, it won't work. It will break the integration. This is important. And then populate call history and voicemail. So make a call to character 2 to a US PSTN number. That number I provided you before. That's a free Cisco number. Make a call to a CPRI of someone outside your Cumulus org, for example, to yourself or to anyone else. If you have a CPRI handy of someone that is using the Webex, for example, you can call that person. And in this way, you will have everything ready there. And you can make inbound calls as well. You can take your phone and you can make a call from your phone number to the integration. And you can populate voicemail, but making a call from character 2 and leaving a voicemail message, okay? I'm gonna leave this here for a minute. Is there any question that I should answer live?
One question at the moment, which is just talking about or if there are any differences between on-premise or Webex calling, cloud-based calling, in terms of this demo, right? So are we going to see any difference in experience, or will this demo be sufficient for both?
Yes, that's a very good question. There are some differences in the multi-call window, for example, that you will see on Webex calling and CUCM. Today, we are enabling this only for Webex calling. From January, we will be working on making this available for CUCM. When I say this, is the multi-call window, okay, and the multi-line and so on. For example, when we configure this, not talking about the user experience, but when we configure this for CUCM, we need to configure cloud-connected unified communications, okay, and that takes around 8 hours to get configured. Not for you, but you need to click a button and it takes 8 hours to sync. That's something that if you just want to demo this quickly and you don't use Demo Toolbox, you use your own environment, take that into account, because you won't see the presence, for example, you won't see voicemail call histories if you just configure cloud-connected unified communications. But yeah, there are small differences, more or less all are related to the nature of what we can do on Webex calling and what we can do on CUCM, plus that integration piece that you need to configure that in advance. Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you the last slide, and then I will be doing the demo. This is something you can do. It's nice. I have done this many times, and now that we have the Webex experience for, sorry, the integration also for mobile, you can demo this. When I do this on Mac, to me it's easier because QuickTime supports that, and QuickTime comes with your Mac. When you do that on Windows, I found this app, but maybe you have a better app, okay? This one is not the best in the world, but it does its job, okay? And what I'm doing here is mirroring my phone and having the integration here. So what I can do is making phone calls from one user to the other. So this would be character 1, this would be character 2, and you are making phone calls and you are showing both experiences at the same time. Another thing you can do would be showing the 2 workstations, and I will work on that, okay? That would be demo 2 with the demo we just created. But first I'm gonna demo this one. Okay, so for that, I have here a Windows laptop because I'm a Mac user. So what I'm gonna do first, apart from separating water from technology, Tamara is laughing. Okay. Okay. Now, what we are seeing here is my Windows laptop. if something doesn't work, blame Microsoft, please. I'm trying to log into to wake this up. Okay, now. All right. What I'm gonna do is logging in on Microsoft and on Webex, as the description said. Okay, so this is my user on Microsoft, and I'm gonna open Webex. You see, I didn't even have to log in with all the details because I had it saved from before. It's not this one. And of course, you can have the same settings on Webex. Okay, so allow me some seconds here. Okay, single sign on. So I'm logged now in the two apps. What I need to do now would be opening the Webex calling app. I'm gonna see, okay, this is already pinned. Normally, what you can have here is it's not pinned. So every time you wanna make a call, you will have to open this. So this is what I said before, just pin it and it's there. And I made this on purpose, I signed out, but to show you the first time logging experience, but once I sign in, I would see the next times I'm signing it on Microsoft Teams, this would be ready for you. But here, what I'm gonna do is signing in the integration, okay? So these are all the logins you need to do at the very beginning. Okay, I have signed in the integration. Now I need to sign in Webex calling. It's gonna ask me for still my Microsoft account. The good thing with single sign-on is that I actually don't have to introduce any password. I just need to click, but because it is saved there. All right, now I have here my landing page. I'm gonna open a chat with Lucy, which is my character 2, okay? I have Lucy here. I have started that chat with her. If there is no message, the integration won't work. So you need to start the chat. This time it was started already. And here I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna pin this up. Have a look at this. I have two, right? I have beta and Webex calling. The beta has the latest features, but can also break. So if you are doing a demo to a customer, use the Webex calling, not the beta, okay? And this is something funny with the version 2 of Microsoft Teams, which is not showing the new apps, but it's there, all right? This is, you see, I'm using the new version of Teams 2.0. All right, I have this prepared. What I'm gonna do now is showing you the, okay. I'm showing you the phone on the left, and here I need to do the same. I'm gonna log in. As I said, this is not the best app ever, but it works. And here on the phone, what I'm gonna do is logging in on Microsoft Teams and on Webex. In my case, for example, I have already prepared some logins on the phone for you not to get bored. Okay, this is the app itself. I will make it work, no worries. In the meanwhile, if you want to make questions, if you want to tell us a story, this is the things with the live demos, right? So David, is there anything? Okay, it's ready, nothing. It's there. And in this way, I can interact with it. All right. The Microsoft Teams app is already there, it's already logged in, so I don't need to do this again. You have a look, I have here the Microsoft Teams app, and here as well, I have the Webex calling app, okay? If you don't find it, just click on more and it's there. You can click on reorder and it would be normally, this one would be normally here at the bottom. So if it's like that, you won't be able to see that at the bottom. You see calendar, chat, Teams, but you don't see the Webex calling app. So what I'm gonna do is actually doing reorder, and I'm gonna place this one here so that it's accessible for everyone, okay? And if I open that, it opens the dial pad. If I go to my chat, I click on plus, and on plus I have that app as well, okay? And it's the same experience I showed you before, and it's crossing launch Webex. Okay, so for example, with this, I have already populated some of the call history. So I would have a missed call now from Lucy. I'm gonna make a call now to, so I can make a call now to other user, but before that, I would like to show you something that you can show, that is the experience without the multi-call window and the experience with the multi-call window, okay? So if I wanna call Lucy here, this would be part of the demo. See, something I made I didn't do well. I have connected to my Desk Pro, so that's something I want to avoid during the demo. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do. Disconnecting from my Desk Pro. The device is detected, but now I'm not connected. And now that I'm here, something else I'm gonna do is going to the settings and changing the in the appearance, I'm gonna show light to start Webex. Okay. So if I make a call to Lucy now, I'm not connected to the Desk Pro anymore. Disconnected. The call will be like this. Make the call, and you will see the whole window. Okay. And you see what I showed you before. The whole window, you can make it a video call, you can demonstrate the different options. For example, this logo is new. Before you saw that I was showing something different. This would be the smart audio for the remote user. I can hit here and do transfer, conference hall, all my options are available. So this would be the demo without the multi-call window, okay? I have this open, but if I don't have it open, so if the Webex is closed, you won't see Webex at any time. So the only thing you are seeing here is the window for the demo itself, so the window for the call itself, sorry, and nothing to do with the Webex app, with that. On the other hand, on the phone, I do have two apps, and I do need to be changing from one app to the other, okay? Okay, now something I have done now is populating a bit the calling window. If I want to create more calls here, something I can do would be calling a colleague. On different organization. This is showing that I can actually call someone from outside Cisco, sorry, not Cisco, outside my organization, Cumulus.org. And this user is, I'm not doing PSTN calling, I'm doing a call to a user here, which is part of a different organization, and it's recognizing the name and so on, and it's in Uber Espresso. So I can make external calls, and this is a way of showing that. If I want to make a call from a PSTN number, I'm gonna go to my demo, and then I'm gonna have a look. This is something you are not seeing because I'm using the other number, the other laptop, but I'm gonna make a call to the phone number of this user. that will show a PSTN call. And this is just to show that you can make all types of calls, not only internal calls, but also PSTN calls. You can make calls to the queue. You can make all type of calls. So in this way, I have populated a bit more the recent calls. See here, now I will have a new call from the, actually I think I have called the other user. Sorry for that. Sorry for taking long on doing this. This is the thing with the live demos. Okay. I'm gonna take advantage of showing you how an incoming call is shown without the multi-call window. Okay. You see the call just here. You can answer that. And the call is as you saw. And actually, if you want to do you decline the call, this is telling me the call cannot be completed. You can leave a message, blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna leave it there. And in this case, in this way, I will have a voicemail later. I can show also during my demo. Okay. So I will have a notification with a voicemail. All right. I have populated a bit the call history. Something I'm gonna do now is opening my Webex app, which is hidden. All right. Remember, I have hidden my Webex app, so I'm gonna open this and I'm gonna set up the multi-call window. And this is something you can do in front of the customer, as you have seen now. So the first thing you would be doing before the demo would be populating the call history, but in front of the customer, you can see, this is the experience without the multi-call window, and now I'm gonna enable multi-call window. So if you go to calling, here you have a multi-call window, and you can enable that here. Remember, this is something you will have as a toggle within this landing page. You will have it here. But today, we need to go to Webex app to enable this, okay? Now this is enabled. And something else I'm gonna enable would be, I'm gonna close this because I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna go to settings again. Actually, you could have done this from call settings directly. You didn't need to open the Webex app itself. You are going to go to notifications, and there is a call notification you want to disable. This one. Have a look at what is happening now. I now have my watch list. Those are the two things you need to do. Enable multi-call window and disable the notifications for call pickup. Okay. The other thing I did was changing the theme from dark to light and populating the multi-call window. Here you have the device detected. You can pair it or not. If you are using MPP phones, this would be the way the place where you could connect it to the MPP phone. Okay. I should have a voicemail. Maybe I didn't leave it, but make sure you do this before your demo. You leave a message. Okay, this is because it's failing to load the voicemail list for any internal reason I'm not aware of. But try this before. If this doesn't work for whatever reason, just don't show it, and that's all, okay? All right, now I have the multi-call window here. I can click anywhere and this will stay. If I prefer to hide it when I'm not using it, I can just disable it, keep multi-call window in front, okay? So if I click here now, it's there. It's not there anymore. So now I don't have the multi-call window, and to open it, I just need to click here, okay? Okay, I'm gonna, we have set up the demo. You have seen a bit about how to do it from a call from the phones, from the laptop, but when you go in front of the customer, this would be what you are showing. You are showing the landing page with the recent calls, maybe with a voicemail, the multi-call window, how to enable this, how to disable it. And this is something you can do. And what I'm going to show you now is the actual demo that you would be showing to a customer, okay? Sorry for this thing. So the first thing you would be showing would be, okay, this is the landing page where you can find your phone number. This is your own phone number, the 4-core wording status here, then the call settings. You can go and tweak everything within Microsoft, within Webex. I'm gonna just avoid the phone thing, okay? If you have a better app, please use it. Don't use this one. And here you can also show them the dial pad or the speed dial, okay? And here is where you have all your speed dials, and you can reorder them. You can create a new one. Here you have the recent calls. Here you have the voicemail, and this is all you need to demo. Just make a call. I see you are at the top of the hour, so I'm just gonna make a short call to any of these users to show you that the presence works. So show them how the presence is synced. Okay, this is on a call. This user is also in a call, all right? And something else you can do is showing the multi-call status. Okay, this is coming to this line. This could be coming to the second line. This is the personal line. And what you can do here would be taking this one, resuming the other one, merge the calls. So it's something you can show very, very easily, okay? All right, so this would be all for today. I just want to show you something else, which is the demo I have created before, is what you can do with workstations. You can explore it, and you can create your own workstations there to see the experience. But this is one idea, doing this with a phone there on the left. If you have an app that actually works, this one is failing sometimes. And just a way of teaching you how to demo this tool. I'm gonna stop here because I don't want to steal more time from you.
Grazie, Sara. Thank you very much. And sorry, I think this was super impressive, at least for me. I saw a lot of interactions, a lot of questions, which means that this is really a hot topic. We will probably have a follow-up. We can think about a follow-up session or something. We could share then with the partners in the new year. But for now, thank you very much. Please register.
Sorry, yes, Mara, I'm going to be presenting the integration with Microsoft Teams in Cisco Live. So there you will have the latest. If you want to attend my session, it will be a breakout. And we will also have a lab that unfortunately is already full about how to configure all of this. But during the session, I will be touching also on the configuration, on CRCM and Webex calling, all that type of configuration. This was more how to demo, and as I was expecting, there were things that don't work at the first time, but maybe you were bored at some times because I couldn't log in, whatever thing. But the thing I wanted to transmit to you is you need to prepare this in advance. Okay, I wanted to do this live in front of you to see what can go wrong, what can go well. Prepare this in advance and show to the customer how powerful the integration itself is once everything is ready. Okay, Mara, sorry.
The message clear. Thank you very much, Sarah. And for the luckiest of you that are going to Amsterdam for the Cisco Live, so reach out to Sarah. Sarah will be there, and she is also a speaker, so feel free to reach out to her or any of our team to ask for any information. So do not forget to register for the Thursday PIW. We're going to have another Webex calling deep dive, plus an ecosystem partner presenting their solution, which is Yarn Lab. And of course, then we're going to stop for a while because of the holidays and the shutdown. So we're going to be back in January, starting from the 11th with our new series of PIWs and devices mini-series, calling clinics. So everything that is coming from our team in regards of enablement for collaboration partners. So with that said, have a great rest of the day. Sara, thank you very much. Bara, thank you. And Daria, as usual, thank you, appreciate. Ciao, bye-bye.
Thank you.